Alrighty guys, welcome back to Nico Brothers. I am out here in beautiful Charleston, South Carolina, ready to look at some saltwater flood vehicles. Basically the hurricane came up over here as well. I know there's so much in Florida, but before we go drive all the way down south, I'm gonna check out our local yards. Basically this is about 3 hours from our shop. That was a fun ride, not bad, but hey, it's like 8 in the morning. A lot of cars over here, over 400 some flooded vehicles playing soon. So I'm gonna have a list, I'm gonna go through, hopefully find some good ones, check out some bad ones, see what saltwater damage actually does to vehicles. Is it even worth messing with? Or all of these just parts cars? So let's go around, find some good ones, and see what's up. So the first item on the list is this beautiful 1971 Dodge Challenger RT. I mean, this thing is estimated retail value is $76,000. Only 16,000 miles on it. Dang, that is nothing, but unfortunately it has been salvaged out due to water damage. So let's find out if this is freshwater, saltwater, how bad is the water damage? I mean, for an older car, it probably doesn't have that many electronics going on. Man, the body looks really mint, very clean. It is a future sale, so it's something definitely to keep an eye on. And yeah, let's see inside. Let's check out the engine. Overall, the outside does look great. Let's check out this handle, so retro. Dang, very old school, but hey, beautiful color. Interior panels look good. Right away, the smell's nice. This thing is very clean. Wow, overall, beautiful car. I love the little wood accent. Being so old, this might actually be wood, guys. Dang. So they got the little bag on there to absorb all the moisture in the air, and it's not even full at all. So, wow, smells good. Check out that shift handle. Wow, that is a grip right there. Comfortable. Dang. Yeah, beautiful condition for sure. Let's pop the hood, see what's under there. So what I want to do is get down in there, basically check underneath, make sure there's no moisture. Man, it is looking so clean down here. So basically right there you have that little button you hit with your foot. It's for the high beams. It's just like our Mustang that we had. Brake release, clutch right there. So yeah, it's looking real clean underneath. Nice. Definitely a beautiful car. Unfortunately, I can't get the hood to pop open. I just don't have time to keep messing with it. I gotta move on, but keep an eye on it. It's a good one. Very clean. I don't smell any water inside. Very solid. It's a run and drive. Nice, but let's keep going. So what you do to navigate through this giant plaza of cars is basically look at the fence or look at any post and try to find the numbers. So those are rows, SA, and then you have SB, SC, basically the sales row, and then you look for the number and it should go down the grid. Should be in order. So much easier to locate cars that way. Alright, talking with Copart, they actually took me to the sublot where all the flooded cars are, because their sales row is basically more wrecked cars and cars already sold. So now I have a chance to check out the flooded ones that are in a different spot. Some golf carts over there, RVs, definitely check that out as well. Let's work our way down the list. All right, next on our list is a 2020 Lincoln Avatar. This thing looks amazing. Definitely brand new. I love the pearl white. Man, gorgeous. Also flooded out, so let's check out the extent of the flood. If it's saltwater, freshwater, or best case of all, no water at all. That would be awesome. Maybe it was just the wrong place at the wrong time, but they still salvaged it out. Overall, the body looks amazing on it. Wow, definitely brand new. Look at them rims. This thing looks decked out, front sensors, probably back sensors, all that stuff, all the bells and whistles. But the main important thing is the inside, so let's check that out. Beautiful. Sounds like it still has power. Look at this interior, it is mint. Keys are there, so that's good. Got a big old moonroof on there. Okay, let's see if these seats work, which is on the door panel. Oh yeah, check that out. My first indicator, there is no smell at all. Either it's been cleaned very, very thoroughly or no water got inside. Kind of dark, let's get a flashlight out in there. Check underneath, but awesome that the seats are moving, so the motors are good. If they do get salt water, it would actually eat up the mechanics, not even the electronics, the mechanicals. It would just get so corroded that it wouldn't be sliding at all, so that is definitely a good sign. But even though there might be no water in the front, sometimes water gets into the back. Wow, it still smells like a brand new car, guys. This is a future sale, so it's not on the lot right now, but it will be soon. They're probably figuring out the title work and everything like that. It looks amazing. Only 14,000 miles on it. Both seats are working. Reclining, awesome. Let's check it out. Wow. Beautiful. Says hood's open. So I got ABS light, traction control light is on. Honestly, that stuff could actually go away once you start driving. Everything else seems like it's working properly. Very nice. Beautiful. So obviously it has power lift gate, being a top notch. I don't see any water. Oh, there is a little bit right there. Sometimes you gotta check underneath the spare tire, and there is some water, so definitely experience something, but hey, not bad at all. But I would definitely recommend, if you do buy it, to basically take it all apart, make sure there's no water left inside. You don't want that stuff just sitting there, because that would start to mold up after time. But this is definitely a good one. All the electronics are working, which is a big deal, because these things are probably high dollar. I've already checked the oil level and it is good. Man, this engine looks super clean. So this is basically what you want, the ideal flood. Barely touched. I mean, even if it says run and drive, that doesn't mean that water didn't get inside and destroyed electronics. So this thing is definitely nice. Put it on the list, keep it on the watch list, keep an eye out. It's worth it. Okay, next I have a 2019 Dodge Charger. So this thing is pretty clean looking as well. 76,000 miles on it. Salvaged out due to water damage. That's why I'm here, guys, trying to find the good, the bad, see what's going on. Overall, body's good, because that kind of matters too. Sometimes they go through water damage, but they get dinged up a lot. So a little bit right there, not too bad. Let's do the first test. Not bad. I don't know, guys. That's not bad. A little dirtier. It's got the water pouch as well, and no water at all. So it could just be dirty. Doesn't seem bad. It looks a little, you know, overall just cat hair and stuff, but not too much signs of water damage. But it's not a run and drive, so let's pop the hood, check the oil. Oil looks great. Beautiful color. No signs of water. But in our experience, that could be deceiving, because oil and water doesn't really mix, so sometimes it separates and sometimes all you get is the oil. So kind of weird, but it does happen sometimes. No power in this one, but luckily we do have a jump box. It looks like a cat was living in here, running around. It happens sometimes. Checking underneath the seats first. Like I said, no power, so that's not gonna move, but that was good to look underneath. No, I don't smell any water in here at all. Not bad. Let's see if we get some power to it. Okay, got the jump box on there, seeing power. Seats are moving beautifully. Nice, sometimes it's definitely worth it to do the legwork. Pop the trunk later, check that out, because sometimes water does get in the back, like I said. Oh wow, that thing opened up all the way. The trunk. Key fob not detected, sometimes they just hit it with the key. does not want to start. So that is really weird. Might be a locked up engine. Even though the oil did look good, but it does not want to start. I don't want to keep trying. Wow, that's crazy. Who would have thought? Maybe water got up into the exhaust, which happens sometimes. I bought a couple vehicles where that was the case. Ooh, iPhone right there. Just kidding, guys. It ain't mine, I ain't touching it. Don't see much water back here. Not bad. Next on the list, I have this beautiful 2022 Buick Enclave. So this thing is definitely water flood damage. You can see all the water droplets on the inside. Surprisingly, not much of a smell. I don't know if this salt water kind of just doesn't let it mold so fast, but you can see some water did get inside. This one's not a running drive, no miles, so no power on there. I'm not even gonna put the jump box on it because I'm sure they tried. But wow, it's beautiful inside. You can see some evidence of just basically grass and stuff, so it doesn't look like the water line was too high at all, but water definitely did get inside. Not bad. Most of these cars are actually really clean. You got your little bag on there to get all the water out. Oh, wow, not too bad. Unfortunately, most of these are future sale, not even on sale just yet, so it's gonna be a while before they make it onto the auction. So I'm gonna find something that's gonna play soon. That way we'll get to see the prices, what they're going for. I've been watching some of them. Some of them are still very expensive, but it'd be nice to get something that we've seen and play on. So getting into the trucks, we got ourselves a nice Ford Ranger, Toyota Tundra. Let's check this out real quick. Got that bag on there again, definitely flooded out. You can see all the sand, so that's salt water right here. Surprisingly, the smell test isn't doing that great. They smell fine inside. But you could tell all the sand, it is starting to rust. Look at the seat underneath. So that metal is going to rust, it's gonna get stuck. This one definitely got water inside, and it is probably a good parts truck. Still pretty clean, a lot of good parts on it. But not looking for parts trucks, I'm looking for something that we could get home, take apart, make sure there's no water, and then just flip them. So I would not want to buy something like this that actually was flooded. It's still not bad, but I'm good. Let's keep going. This Ranger is definitely sweet. 15,000 miles on it, basically brand new, but also flooded pretty good. Checking underneath it. Sorry guys, it's so dark. Again, doesn't smell bad, but you can see rust already. Let me get the flashlight. As you can tell, the salt water is already starting, and this thing is definitely getting rusty. So all the connections are gonna be like that too. So this one is pretty bad. No power on there. But it's starting to fill up all the salt water. Unfortunate. It's a nice package and everything. Dang. Beautiful truck. Minor dents on it. But she got salty. Definitely gonna pass on this one, even though it does look nice. The water got inside. For our years of experience in flooded vehicles, we actually try to stay away from all the EcoBoost and turbo cars. For some reason, it likes to suck up the water into the engine, and then you got a locked up engine, so not gonna look at that one. Look at this beautiful brand new GMC Denali 6.2 V8, 3,000 miles on it. But man, you could tell it definitely has water in it. The seats are starting to mold a little bit, and you can smell it. It's a different type of mold smell with the salt water, but now I'm starting to get used to it. Fresh water has its own unique smell, and salt water has its own thing. Gonna pass. So sad though. Beautiful rims. I mean, this is a great parts car for sure. But most of these did get salted out, and that is just the worst type of flood you don't want to get, unless you're planning to use this for parts. It's like doors and stuff. All the electronics, all the wires are definitely gonna be fried. Well, that seems like this row is done. Check out these heavy equipment yard. Man, that boat is huge. But even if we get that for free, it's just so hard to load that into any trailer, to move that around. Probably water inside of it. Pass. That thing looks kind of burnt. Man, this thing is massive. We are next to the ocean, right by Myrtle Beach. That's where all the flooded cars came from. Myrtle Beach got hit pretty hard. Dang. Let's check out this camper. This thing's also a future sale, but it's actually collision, not water flood, so not why I came. Let's keep going. So out here in the heavy, but also the golf cart sections. Check it out, guys. Flooded out a good bit of them. These things actually go for pretty high dollars. Some cars are actually cheaper than these golf carts. So definitely worth looking into. A lot of businesses, that's all they do is golf carts. So there's money to be made. Let's check them out. How flooded are they? 3-seaters, 2-seaters, lifted, rims, all sorts of options. Unfortunately, most of these are future sales. And I don't know too much about golf carts, but we're just looking for normal wear and tear of the flood. Basically, they're probably in the wrong spot at the wrong time and they just salvaged them out, but kind of cool to have one, you know. Got a lot of land to drive around, so it'd be nice to have a golf cart to get you around. Nice big old sound system right there, LED bar as well. Man, these things are pretty sweet. I mean, some of these golf carts could go up to like $28,000, ranging between like $6,000, so definitely a lot of stuff going on. And this one already has power to it. Pretty cool, but you can see some of the salt water already damaging it up in the headlights. So some of these definitely did get flooded pretty hard. That's pretty sweet. Got a little guard around it. Little trim work, kind of looks like the one we did. Let's see, it's got power. Yeah, oh yeah, it's got power. Check out the batteries. Looking real good. I'm gonna write this one down. Looks nice. Unfortunately, can't get it to go. Yeah. Nothing. It says full battery, but unfortunate. Alright guys, so this yard is truly massive, as you could tell, but I'm on a different side now. It's called the golf cart graveyard. And like, you know, Copart could be a gold mine or a landmine. So let's just go around and hopefully find one that actually works. This one's playing in about 5 days, I would say. But you can check it out. Definitely got some water going on. Overall, it doesn't look too rusty. I mean, even if you take these things out in the water, if you just rinse it off, get the salt water off, I'm sure they'll be fine. Let's check out the batteries. Wood looks fine. Doesn't look like it's deteriorating or anything like that. Batteries do have a little bit of corrosion on it, but that's so normal, honestly. Even if it was flooded, not flooded, that happens all the time. I like the little baby blue color. Why not? It's kind of cool. Let's see if this one will work. Nothing. No power. It could be just dead batteries. I mean, who knows how long it's been sitting here, but I do have a jump box, but I don't really want to mess with it. So I'm not going to actually use my jump box because golf carts aren't 12 volts. They're either 36 volts or 24 volts. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to mess with it. I think there's another one that's playing. Let's go see if that one's got power. Wow, guys. I mean, you could literally spend days out here looking at things, trying to pick through the good ones and the bad ones. But here you go. I like the design of this one. I don't think it has any keys though, so we won't be able to test it out as well. That is unfortunate. So it's definitely a gamble, a risk. Looks like it is starting to rust already. That white kind of rust looking thing. And yeah, that battery looks like, the motor itself looks like it's already got corrosion going on. So this one definitely seen some water. You could tell by the sand on top of the batteries. That's unfortunate, but it is playing soon. Man, these things are everywhere. So crazy. Never really messed with golf carts too much. We did one on the channel, but it was just a wrecked golf cart, so I don't know how flooded golf carts would do. I mean, people take them out to the beach all the time, right? So it's not like they're strangers to saltwater or something like that, but I don't know if I want to get into that right now. But hey, why not? Some salvage bike rebuilds, Harleys, sports bikes. A lot of the 3-seaters here going on. Let's see if we can find one with power. Again, so many different shapes and sizes of these things. Lifted, water damage, burn damage, fire damage, in part, missing wheels. Is that a coconut? Dang, you know you're at the beach. Or I don't know what that is. This one's got some water on it, for sure. Wrecked and water damage, but hey, a little tie rod end, we'll get that fixed. It's not supposed to be that way. Dang, there's some cool ones. A little bit of damage, you're like, that's not so bad, but that salt water is already starting to eat up the aluminum, which is pretty crazy. Won't be long, then it's all seized up and a lot of damage. Got a lot of water inside the lights. All the bushings would go bad, all the bearings would lock up. It'd just be a lot of work to replace, but hey, it's still possible. It just depends how much they go for, if it's still worth the cost of repairing. Wow, lots of options. And there's hundreds of Copart yards with thousands of cars playing all the time. Kind of like a build your own bike over here. Low rider. So low there's no front wheel. Dang, still a lot of money though. Surprisingly, these things will still go for a good bit. Wow guys, so check this out, 2022. This thing is definitely brand new Lincoln right here. Kind of like the other one that we've seen, but this one's actually playing in a couple days. Oh wow, all right. Press the button. There it goes. Overall, smells brand new inside. This thing looks very clean. Unfortunately, the seats are not moving, but I don't know if I have power. So no power inside, which is really strange for 2022. I don't know why the battery would be dead already. Interesting seats. Let's see if we can pop the hood open. So just pull that twice. Interesting system with the hoods. Everybody's got to be different. More like the BMW style nowadays. But it's not a run and drive, which is interesting. It's like somebody's already tried to jump it and start it before. Let's put power to it. I don't know if that's just dirty. Interesting how the doors are still opening. I see light. So it's probably got messed with. Some electronics maybe got fried. But dang, it does look brand new. So I was able to hook up power to it with a nice jump box, courtesy of Copart. They're awesome. And I heard some sounds, so maybe it just didn't have enough power to turn on. Yep, seats are now moving, which is a great sign. It doesn't smell bad at all in here. Wow, this thing is beautiful. But does not want to start. Dang. ABS light is on, traction control light is on. So definitely got some light issues going on. It does not want to start, so that is very interesting. Doesn't really make any sense. I mean, check the oil and it looks great. Sorry, guys, I don't know if you can see that or not. So the oil's fine. So it might be an electronic issue why it doesn't want to start. I don't know if the engine's locked up. I mean, that would be so sad. 1,000 miles on it and already messed up. Just right off the lot. Dang. Alright guys, that is a wrap. I had a great time here at the Copart yard in Charleston. Very friendly staff. But it's time to head back to the shop. Alright guys, made it back to the shop one piece, thank the Lord. What a fun adventure, honestly. Copart yard, the guys were really cool over there. Let me look at the cars, the flooded ones, the not flooded ones. So I think I found some good ones. But make sure you stay tuned because we do want to play some of those cars and hopefully we'll pick it up, bring it back to the shop, take it apart, and see the internals, how excessive that flooded water damage is, if it actually has saltwater damage to it. But we do want to go down to Florida soon, so make sure you're subscribed, notification bells on so you don't miss nothing. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll catch you next time.